literally terrified. I didn't have a strong opinion about the Mandela effect until I saw this. So you remember these popsicles with like characters' faces on them? There was Dora, there was SpongeBob, but there was not Boots. But I swear I remember there being a Boots. Someone drew that up from their own memory and posted it onto Reddit on a forum talking about it. But you can't tell me that didn't exist. I vividly remember the Boots one, because I never wanted the Boots one. Here's the post I found it from. But yeah, this never existed. There was never a Boots popsicle. And I literally, tell me if I'm crazy, because I swear I'm not.
Yes, we can, and it has to do with cave systems, Native American folklore, and a giant cover-up by the US government under the direction of Teddy Roosevelt and the National Park Service. Allow me to explain. The United States is crisscrossed by a series of extremely complex and mostly unexplored cave systems that go under the Appalachian, Rocky, and other smaller mountain ranges. Native American monsters like the Wendigo like to inhabit these caves. Short answer for why that is that they're so consumed by their desire for human flesh that they have no real sentience any longer. So they don't really think to build shelters, they just live in caves. And of course, Teddy Roosevelt, being the avid outdoorsman he was and a believer in Bigfoot, knew about these creatures. He knew that they were hunting people. He started the National Park Service so that he could have actual special forces kind of corral these things into areas where they could be managed and possibly killed, or at the very least, keep people away from them. Now, why are people allowed in the national park? Well, because if you put off a lot of federal land and said you can't go here, people would ask questions. So those people getting lost are just collateral damage at this point.
Government conspiracies that actually turned out to be true. Warning, some of these will make you doubt your government. The first theory that was proven to be true is that the CIA created a heart attack gun. The theory states that the CIA built a secret weapon in the 60s and 70s that could cause a fatal heart attack. The weapon shot a small dart that left nothing behind except for a small red dot on the skin. The target would only feel a small prick, kind of like a bug bite, but would be poisoned. Poison would also not be detected in an autopsy. The next one is actually crazy. In fact, my mom couldn't even believe this one. Another theory proven to be accurate includes the government poisoning alcohol. When the government banned alcohol in 1920, bootleggers would steal industrial alcohol used in paints, fuels, and solvents, and medical supplies and re-distill it for sale. In an attempt to stop people from drinking alcohol, the government changed the formulas of industrial alcohol to make it completely undrinkable. More than 10,000 individuals died because of this. Comment below for part 2.
Hollow Earth theory?
Not really, but like...
You never heard of it?
Nah.
Okay.
I've heard
of
it.
So I think in like the 1960s, there was a pilot that flew over Antarctica.
Okay.
And he found a hole in Antarctica.
In the earth? Oh, just...
That led like into the earth.
Damn.
So his claim, I don't know if this is true, but his claim was that he went inside and he saw like a civilization inside of Antarctica.
Oh, shit.
Like deep inside the ground, underground. And he's saying it's in like advanced civilization, like they have shit that we couldn't even create.
Like robots?
I don't know, because it just says advanced civilization, right?
Like, what is
Here's the crazy part though. Here's the crazy. So he said all of this shit, right? He came out with the news and everything and said it. Then the silenced him. Like
really?
They told him like he couldn't talk about this shit anymore.
Oh shit. Damn. So that's how you know it's valid, bro.
But like, who knows,
the
right?
world's scariest conspiracy theories. Here we have conspiracy theories from the most well-known to the darkest, and today we're going to be starting off with tier 1. And the first conspiracy theory is Michael Jackson may not be dead after all. And this theory starts out with Michael being at his own funeral in disguise, wearing prosthetics and makeup to cover up. Believe it or not, but Michael has done this before to disguise himself from the paparazzi. There was also no open casket at his funeral, which means nobody ever saw his corpse. Now in this video, you can see the ambulance that took Michael to the hospital, but when they got there, a figure that looked almost identical to him hopped out looking perfectly fine. Also, his daughter uploaded this photo in 2016, and in the back seat, you can see a figure that looks like Michael sitting there. Finally, Michael's middle name is spelled differently on his death certificate than it is on his ID and even passport.